And it'll be a touchback. The ball. Houston's offense will start this game off. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press them and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Cougars come to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the
hold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Catches it cleanly at the 20. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So Arizona State's offense has the ball for the first time. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's on target and complete. Houston going up tempo. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. No good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
The sure hands, it's Burks. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Hauls it in. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Quick handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Cougar! The defense putting points on the board. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside. It can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you're looking like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Looking downfield on first down. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got his man.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. Got a man. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. stopped. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Cougars headed quickly to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
That completion will take it. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Turning it on. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
Got his man. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it on the right. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
221 wing. Set, ready.
They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Bill.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He makes the grab. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. He'll keep it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
They boot it away on 4th down. He'll take it on the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting, and if they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
The Sun Devils come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They're going to ride this running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
And the Sun Devils are on the move. To the ground with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
The Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Pulls it and fires to the left. Oh, he's got some space. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Oh, what a caught! And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got his man on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to fire. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Escapes the sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Houston will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. And the Sun Devils want to crank the tempo. On the run, it's Burks. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete. There he goes. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. This time on target. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And it slips just inside that right upright. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy. might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
He'll start this third quarter with a run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
On the move, it's Burks. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gather maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Here's a heat. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Defense in press coverage. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. 1st and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in.
Easy.
Quarterback on the keep. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Come on, set.
Back to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
How about that from the offense? 2nd and goal. Everything says you might run the football. They try to throw it, and man, was that unsuccessful. Sitting back in the pocket, just throw the football away. Don't take the sack. Don't go backwards, especially inside the 3-yard line. Set up in such good position.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. And this one is perfect. That'll cut this lead down to 5. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by just 4 to UConn. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Pressure coming. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks. In this game, nothing. He just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
The Sun Devils come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sun Devils will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this team needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back. And
it's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Power football with the run. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Snags it quickly on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Sun Devils want to move quickly. Back to pass on second down. Got the back over the middle. At the 35, he's open. Turning it on. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds a tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Sun Devils can really attack on this second and short. They're going to test the right side with this one. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Sun Devils started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Going to the running game. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Pulls and throws off the RPO. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. Barrels ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was Wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Here's the give off the left side. Breaks the tackle. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. And the Cougars want to pick up the tempo. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period.
Here we go.
Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. He might want another play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on fourth down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
The give to the tailback. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Handoff to the single running back. And into the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around.
On the set.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the catch. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Houston wants to play fast.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. The play action fake. Got him downfield. Right down the gut of the field. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. They almost went end-to-end and housed it. Now a chance to stick it in the end zone. 1st and 10 from the red zone. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cougars.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. The RPO, it's complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. They'll run for it. Breaks into the open. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
On the RPO, complete. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Unloads quickly. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. The Sun Devils have this offense rolling. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the single back. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Getting late, pressure building, huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Gets it out quickly. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Powers through the defender. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll go to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Puts it out of the air. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the 3rd down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. As he throws, that ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. So the defense will try to stop the deep pass here with under 2 minutes to go. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They're going to run it to the right. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
And that stings for this offense. You got the football, a chance to go make a big play, take control of this football game, and you give up the safety. Now they get the football back. Under 2 minutes, everything now against you. This team is going to have to find a way to respond and make a big play on the other side of the football.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Got the 1st down and more. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. And the quarterback takes a knee in victory formation, and he'll get to do it one more time as the clock winds inside a minute. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will, throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup.